everyone, it's me, Emma. I'm still pregnant. It is now September 12th, and we went into the hospital with a false alarm. I never thought that would happen to me because I've done this twice already, and I'm pretty sure I know real labor. Something on my camera. Pretty sure I know real labor when I feel it. So I guess that just goes to show, your body can go into labor and then stop. Because that is what I think happened to me. It's really frustrating. I have a lot of, mixed emotions about it, and, when I first realized something was happening, I was really excited, and then also I got really nervous because I just realized how much pain I was going to be in very soon. And I had a couple cry fits about that. Anyway, we cleaned up the house and got our bags together, and I had some sushi. I treated myself to some sushi because I needed some food to eat. And we went to the hospital. They put me on the baby monitor, and they put my heart monitor on because I needed to be, my heart needed to be monitored. And they checked me, and I was only 1 centimeter dilated, and the baby's still really far up there. They didn't tell me, but I'm assuming it was -3 station or whatever. When we left, I've had feelings of sadness, disappointment, and almost embarrassment because I got everybody all psyched for having a baby, and and nothing happened. And I know that that can happen to anybody, and sometimes your body does that, and no big deal and everything, but I don't know. That's just how I felt. And today I've had a really tough day. I woke up feeling yucky. Last night I couldn't get to sleep because I was still having contractions, but they sent me home because they weren't doing anything. You're supposed to, what they told me is which I think is complete bullshit, come to think of it. What they told me is you should progress 1 centimeter per hour if it's actual labor. And I think that's bullshit. Because people can be in labor for hours and hours. There's anywhere from 12 to 24 hours or something, and you don't dilate to 24 centimeters, now do you? So, whatever. I got sent home. I'm still having contractions, but they're, they're way spaced out. But they're not they're not regular Braxton Hicks. I mean, they are, but they're way more crampy and down lower. But they still climax to the front of my belly. So, oops. Trying to stand up and do this. So yeah, I feel oh, that's where I was. I didn't get much sleep last night. I was sleeping in bed. My husband was laying next to me, and I just couldn't get comfortable, and I felt short of breath, and I, like, had anxiety, like, because I was having these contractions and all this stuff, and so I asked him to leave the bed. And then he left the bed, and then I started feeling sad, so I asked him to come back, so he came back. And then, like, 5 minutes later, I was, like, thinking about asking him to leave again, because I couldn't get comfortable. But instead of asking him to leave, I got up and got on the couch, and I tried to fall asleep there, and my phone kept on going off because I told everyone I was in labor, and I wasn't, and, anyway, so I turned my phone off, and then I did end up going to sleep, but then I woke up before everybody else, and whatever, but I woke up feeling depressed, and I felt like I did when I went to sleep. I still had anxiety, and I still had, like, sadness about not having my baby yet. And I know that, yes, it'll be soon, and Emma, you won't be pregnant forever, and, you know, all that stuff. But, you know, I can't help the way I feel. And it's not even like depressed or sad because I didn't have my baby last night. Or, you know, it's really just like, I'm freaking done. Okay. And it's, like, I can wait, you know, when my body's ready to do it, it'll do it. But, like, what I mean by, like, I'm done is my body's done. And I literally feel like my, like, emotional status and chemical balance is starting to become imbalanced, and it's almost like it feels like my body's like rejecting the pregnancy now. It's like you're done with this, and you can't take the hormones anymore, or the hormones are starting to flood in because it's becoming close to that time, and like I can't deal with it anymore. And today I got myself into like this tizzy because I was feeling so depressed and whatever. So I was gonna go to the mall because I like to say that if you're feeling really depressed, or you are, you've reached the end of your wits or whatever, do something positive for yourself. And if that means you have to splurge money-wise or whatever, then do it. Because you're worth it, and you gotta give yourself that. Realize when you've hit that point, and don't try and be like a hero. Just go out. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the mall. I'm gonna go buy some stuff. And so I was fixing to leave, and then my husband said, "Do you want me to go with you?" And then I started thinking, all right, well, maybe he'll go with me. And then I figured, well, if he's coming with me, then Obi can come with me. That's my son, and he's 15 months old. Because if my husband's there, he can handle Obi, and I can just do the walking. Because I just wanted to walk around and look at stuff and, whatever. And I don't mind their company. But my daughter stayed at a friend's last night. She's 4.5. My daughter's 4.5. And then I was in the car waiting for my husband and my son. Ella came home. And then it was like, well, Ella wants to come to the mall, and like, you know what, guys? This isn't what I wanted to do. So Bobby, my husband's like, well, why don't you pick one of the kids and take him with you? So I was like, I guess I'll take Obi because he's quiet, and and just push him around in the stroller.